Real or magic? These tricks and illusions will make you a David Blaine believer. Welcome to WatchMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 David Blaine tricks. Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. For this list, we're focusing solely on practical David Blaine magic tricks and illusions, which means that no endurance tests have been included, impressive as they may be. Number 10. Card Games with Harrison Ford. In this one, the illusionist pulls one over on Indy with a trick that's got a simple premise. Think of a card, and it'll somehow, perhaps even magically, appear inside fruit. Ford is on his guard, but he still does as instructed.
Your card just left the deck. Just now. Look through the deck, your card isn't there.
After the actor meticulously verifies that his card is not currently in the deck he's been holding, the magician asks if they can cut open an orange. This causes Harrison to let out some incredulous but cautious chuckles.
In the orange?
No way.
Yeah, there's one card inside. Please remove it. Take it out. Go ahead, pull it out. Open it up, Harrison.
Not only does Ford's subsequent shock in discovering his folded up cards seem too genuine to be an act, but he's also so blown away that he tells Blaine to leave. Okay, we're paraphrasing a bit.
Get the out of my house.
We guess the force was with David for this one. Number 9. Ice Pick Trick. On David Blaine Real or Magic, Kanye West experiences this trick up close and personal, and he's left speechless by the pure artistry of it all. Then there's Jada Pinkett Smith, who's surrounded by her entire family for emotional support. She gets quite rattled during the mind over body performance, as she wants to be up close, but not too close.
That is through your hand.
But there's no blood.
Why?
For the true beauty of this trick, check out the reaction from Breaking Bad's famous duo. Aaron Paul can only state the obvious and scream, while Bryan Cranston investigates but has no clue what just happened. Number 8. Dart Trick. Here's a barroom trick that necessitates far more than just David Blaine's personality and some boozed up subjects. To begin, the illusionist takes a traditional approach. Pick a card, any card. Next, the subject must sign his or her name and have somebody else shuffle the deck. Things get tricky when Blaine hurls a single dart through a deck of cards. The throw itself requires some technique, and the pinned card proves to be the one with the signature. For this stunt, David Blaine uses sleight of hand and lots of incredible skill. Number 7. Mind Games with Margot Robbie. Some of David Blaine's tricks are short and sweet, while some will keep you perplexed for days, months, or even years. Just ask Margot Robbie, who delivers an appropriate reaction when Blaine reads her mind. After an online search and focusing her thoughts on a random word, only one that she can know, David delves into her childhood and seems to know her intimate thoughts. Unsurprisingly, Margot tears up, while a room full of bystanders watch in astonishment. Only this trick isn't about pinpointing a feeling, but rather the word itself.
What was the word that you were thinking of?
Numerous?
Number 6. Multiplies Money. It's always a plus if you can instantly make people wealthier, if only by a few bucks more.
If I get this just right? Look.
For younger subjects, this technique results in major magician cred for David Blaine.
Wait a minute.
With this trick, he needs only a small crowd and a single dollar bill to make a scene. And it's one of his more practical illusions. He focuses on physical contact and mind control, and somehow, someway, he turns a George Washington into a Benjamin Franklin.
Open it.
It's a quickie, and one that pays off big time. Number 5. Remove someone's front teeth. David Blaine is a brilliant magician, but not everybody wants to be a part of his routines.
Just trust me on this.
For this one, a young lady allows Blaine to not only touch her mouth, but to aggressively yank out a front tooth.
Oh my. Just trust me on that.
Oh, and he also spits it back into her face and right back into place. Say what you will about the setup and backstory, but there's no denying the power of removing someone's tooth on camera, especially when you don't seem to feel any pain. Just ask the first-hand witnesses, all of whom vouch for the act, strange as it may be. Number 4. Bicep piercing with Ricky Gervais. If you're vaguely familiar with this British comic, then you already know that he's got quite the personality.
What happened there? Seriously?
But Ricky Gervais is completely silenced during this David Blaine classic, at least temporarily, as the illusionist slowly pierces his own bicep with a sizable needle.
This is mental.
Gervais switches between anger and concern, and with good reason, considering that Blaine keeps pushing his buttons.
See how really believably
Oh, God. I'm not good with this. That's crazy.
Visually, it's a grotesque illusion, and Ricky just can't seem to understand why anybody would do this, or how for that matter.
Oh, David, what have you done? Are you a maniac?
Number 3. Catches a bullet with his mouth. In 2008, David Blaine risked his life for his legacy. This may not be a traditional illusion or even practical magic, but it's definitely a dangerous act to perform in public. For this stunt, Blaine takes the appropriate precautions, like telling viewers not to attempt this at home. It's a matter of timing, preparation, and bravery, as Blaine only wears a metal cup to soften the impact. Why would Blaine do this? Answer: so he can build on the legacy of Carl Skeens Jr., one of the first performers to catch a literal bullet in his mouth. Blaine succeeds, but not without some serious pain. Number 2. Levitation Trick. This David Blaine illusion is known to properly freak people out. For the most part, the specifics of the illusionist's sleight of hand tricks can be processed and deconstructed with time, but human levitation is a different kind of beast. In his official YouTube clip, Blaine provides different perspectives, with the camera mostly focusing on people's reactions. So it's not always clear what they're reacting to. Even so, Blaine does levitate on camera, and it's one of his most spectacular tricks, one that vastly strengthens his legacy as a magician.
It wasn't no TV scam, he floated.
Number 1. Coughs up frog. At the beginning of this trick, all parties involved are cool and collected.
It rained frogs in Egypt.
In fact, they're cracking jokes, and Dave Chappelle even busts out some historical knowledge. That's when David Blaine burps out a frog, giving Chappelle and company something extra to chew on, so to speak. Whereas some magicians rely on big stages and the usual props, everybody seems right at home in this relaxed setting. At least until the 21st century's most iconic illusionist steals the show and has everybody covering their mouth. In the same special, he actually pulls a ring out of his body with a hanger. Bravo, David Blaine. Bravo. Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.